The other story that we're watching very closely this weekend is the Tom Brady story. And it shouldn't be about an announcer at all. But Tom Brady, as you know, it's always about him. Can you imagine that we are 2 days away? Well, strike that. We are 1 day away. Lions Commanders are tomorrow, aren't they, Coca? I think they're the Saturday game. One of the 2 Saturday games. Tom Brady's agent. I can't hear you, Coca, if you answer, by the way. It's Saturday night. Thank you. Tom Brady's agent, Don Yee, was talking to Sports Business Journal and decided to make headlines. He's the announcer. Yeah, it's true he's running the Raiders and trying to hire Ben Johnson as coach, but let's hold that off for 1 second. Yeah, Ben Johnson. Yeah, you know him because he's a coordinator with the Lions. But anyway, you think that this is the right time for Don Yee to go public and say, by the way, just so you're all clear, Tom Brady's not leaving Fox. He has no plans to leave after one or any other season. He calls Sports Business Journal and says, Tom has had a tremendous amount of fun working with Fox this year, and he's really excited about the future with Fox and his growth on their team. This year was the first year of a long relationship. Why now? Do you think that there's a possibility? I just want you to ponder this, because it's not a coincidence that Don Yee speaks to SBJ yesterday. Everything's done with a purpose, but it's hidden from you. Do you think that all the noise surrounding Tom Brady and the conflict of interest as he's about to call the Lions game because he's heading the Raiders search and the Raiders have pinpointed Ben Johnson, and the concern of the conflict of interest, the concern of his ability to be neutral? Do you think it's a coincidence that all these articles are being written about Tom Brady's ability to call games, and Fox has the Super Bowl this year and Tom Brady is going to be calling the Super Bowl? Do you think that the NFL and Fox want to make sure that the story is not about Tom Brady and about any sort of conflict with him running the Raiders? Because there's going to be no announcement during this run to the Super Bowl of Tom Brady leaving Fox or getting out of the booth, or Olsen getting the number one job back, or Brady somehow becoming a decision maker by name in addition to what he is now, which is by function within the Raiders. There's no way an announcement could be done now or would be done now, because he'd have to leave the booth immediately. They don't want Brady leaving the booth. They want him to finish the run to the Super Bowl. So Don Yee stands up and says, hey, I just so you know, stop talking about this. He's with Fox, loves it, staying. I rolled my eyes. I rolled my eyes because he's so full of it that when they look like they were like building up with feces. What would be the reason? It's like a player when you sign him to a long-term deal. I want to hear from Juan Soto after year one of his 15-year deal with the Mets, good or bad. Here's what I want Juan Soto to stand up and say in the offseason, because I know the media does this with all long-term deals. Hey, you thinking of coming back next year? What do you think a player says? I got a contract. Obviously, Tom Brady's in the middle of a 10-year Fox deal. It's been 1 year. You think that it's newsworthy? Hi, I'm coming back. Yeah, really? Me think he doth protest too much.